pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alderman Higgins will do this identification.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. We thank you for all the things that you do for us, Father. We just ask you to be with us tonight as we make our decisions about the operation of the city of Hernando. Father, we ask you to be with our military around the world and our firefighters, on all of those that put their life on the line each day, Father. Again, we thank you for all you do for us. In Christ's name we pray.
Amen. Item number 4, approve the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion granted. Approve the docket of claims. Do we have a motion?
Motion approved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion granted. Item 6, approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
On the minutes, you needed a roll call
Yeah. We have got a second yet.
on the minutes.
We're on there right now, we just got a motion.
That's seven.
All right, roll call.
Alderman Miller.
Aye.
Alderman Higgins.
Aye.
Alderman McClendon.
Aye.
Alderman Hobbs. Alderman Harris.
Aye.
Alderman Bryant.
Aye.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Item number 7, approve the consent agenda.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted. Item number 8, authorize to hire Keena Keo as a full-time deputy court clerk, open position.
Take one to approve.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted. Item number 9, authorize to hire Roger Carts, part-time employee in the Public Works Department. Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted. Item number 10, approval of subdivision development agreement with Alderman Point subdivision, phase 2.
Thank you, Mayor. This is our standard subdivision development agreement. Includes the bonding amounts that you see on the front page of your staff report. Things lands are required, the developer also to reimburse the city engineer for any engineering costs, engineering plans or inspections. This will include the reimbursement for third-party inspections when required. Staff recommendations for approval.
What's the property to the south, or excuse me, west zone?
West, I believe it's agricultural.
Thank you. Can I ask one other question?
Sure.
What improvements or what's going to be done backing up to our ward? On the north side.
There is a
What kind of dirt work, what kind of
little buffer, those lots are up a little bit. There is some grading requirement to level those lots out.
And the water will slope back to the west, I'm assuming.
It does run west, yes.
Thank you.
Is the final overlay been applied to the front of the subdivision?
No, they still haven't reached the percentage to require that.
And common open space to be maintained by the HOA, correct?
Correct.
When would HOA be put in place?
HOA currently will be the developer until they reach whatever the threshold is set by the covenants, where they turn over control of the HOA to the resident.
And no storm drains through your blocks? That I can see. Oh, yeah, that is, of course. Any questions from the board? Any questions from the audience? Is this one we're setting the bond on, Mr. Chairman?
Yes, the bond amount is in the contract, and the summary is on the front page of the staff report,
There we go.
which is page 2 of the contract.
I got one more. I can ask. It says, the estimated cost of construction for the improvements required by said subdivision shall be the sum of $1,573,000.
That was for all phases.
And this is phase 2. So we got $180,000 bond. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
That's strictly for streets.
Streets, sidewalks, road control, landscaping, water and sewer, sanitary sewer lift station.
And the estimated cost for improvements are $1,500,000.
And the curb gutter and the base coat and water and sewer are in place.
Any more questions from the board? Any questions from the audience? We have a motion.
I move to approve the subdivision development agreement for Arbor Point Subdivision 2 between the City of Hernando and Jerry McBride of Arbor Point LLC, and to authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
Roll call.
Alderman Hobbs. Alderman Harris.
Aye.
Alderman Bryant.
Aye.
Alderman Miller.
Aye.
Alderman Higgins.
Aye.
Alderman McClendon.
Aye.
Alderman Rhodes.
Okay, motion granted. Item number 11, request for final plat approval for the Clifton State Subdivision, Section C.
Mr. Robert Reiner, the developer, requesting the final plat approval for Section C of Jefferson Estates subdivision. Total subdivision will have lots varying in size between 14,000 and 15,000 square feet. All the lots have a required front yard setback of 25 feet, a rear yard of 20, and a side yard of 5. Included in the staff report are standard subdivision comments, The specific comments for this project, the homeowner association is to be established prior to recording of any final plat. A homeowner association covenant shall be submitted for approval by the planning staff prior to recording of the plat. The submitted covenants shall match the covenants that were reported as part of Jefferson Estates PUD and Jefferson Estates Section A and B. The commission met on Tuesday, August the 12th. They voted to grant final plat approval for Jefferson Estates Section C. Staff recommendation is for approval. I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. The developer and his representative are present.
Hey, Keith,
Yes.
is this the section that's gonna allow St. Ives to also have a construction road through it? I know one of the phases in Jefferson Estates, supposedly, where they were gonna connect and run a construction road through, is just that phase.
That would have to be in either section D or E. There are two more sections, because that would be to the east.
So no, this is not the section, okay.
There is a stub out street here in section C, but that would be to that little spot that's there in the county that's currently under development under the county's subdivision regulations.
Okay, thank you.
Is there drainage that buffers this? A ditch? Creek?
Not
Anything carrying water?
not this section. That's further to the east.
How do these homes compare size-wise with what's already there?
They would have to be comparable because it is part of the same PUD. So the house size that's required by the approval of the PUD would also regulate the house size in this section.
So when the PUD was accepted, then all the phases were in.
Correct. There's a map for, let's see, 4 pages to the back. It's colored, looks like this Aldermen. That was the preliminary layout that was approved with the PUD. Color coding shows the 2 sections previously approved and the section that's currently being asked for approval, for plat approval. So that entire layout is what was approved as a PUD.
When this was approved, was it in the county?
I don't believe so.
I don't see the stuff out the same how you here.
They continue to be the phase to the east when it comes in for plat approval, will have to be modified slightly to provide that stuff out.
Any more questions on the board?
Sir? What it was or was not?
What's that? I didn't hear.
Was this approved by the county and then when
We
it
think
came
it's,
to?
we think it's in the city.
Now this is showing a water retention in the middle. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And no homes will back up in that. There's streets surrounding
Correct.
Any more questions from the board? Any from the audience? Motion?
I move to grant final approval for Jefferson Estate Section C of 27 lot single family residence subdivision located at the southeast corner of Holly Plain Road and Bayberry Road, subject to staff comments.
Okay. Roll call.
Alderman Harris.
Aye.
Alderman Bryant.
Aye.
Alderman Miller.
Aye.
Alderman Pinckton.
Aye.
Alderman McLendon.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Hawes.
Motion granted. Item 12, request for final plat approval of Willingham Estate, Section 8.
Mr. Ben Hoggard with R&H Engineering and Surveying is requesting final plat approval for Winningham Estates Section B. The subject property is to be the next phase of Winningham Estates. The property is located on the north side of Desert Road and west of Highway 51. Proposed subdivision will contain lots that range from 10,531 square feet to 19,669 square feet. Access into Section B will be by the northern extension of Wooten Drive and four-way drive. Each lot will have a 30-foot front yard setback, 15 on the side, total of 15 on the side, and then a rear yard of 25 feet. Including our standard subdivision comments and specific to this application. Prior to recording the final plat, plat will be revised to enlarge the street name. The pattern book required by the subdivision regulations will be the same as was approved by the Winningham Estates PUDs. There should be a copy attached to your staff report. The homeowners association is to be established prior to recording the plat. If the homeowners associations have any revisions to the covenants that will be submitted for review, the covenants should be the same as those of Winningham Estates PUD in Section 8. Do ask that the applicant explain the reason the street intersection of Four-Way Drive and Andy's Way is different than the road alignment that was approved as part of the PUD outline plan. The Planning Commission met Tuesday, August the 8th, and voted to grant final plat approval. Staff recommendation is for approval subject to staff comments. And I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. And Representative of R&H Engineering is present.
How many extra lots are we talking about?
18.
Where's the construction? Four-way drive.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
That's all we can get now.
No,
It will.
you go Wooten Drive.
It hasn't been established yet, and we can establish that in the contract when it comes back. Contract approval. That is one of the requirements of our standard comments, is that they have the contract, which would then allow a bond, a maintenance bond for construction now.
Come on, as you go Wood Drive, you gotta take more streets.
That's right.
That's what I'm saying, so the most comfortable is
Four-way
Four-Way
drive.
because it affects that street.
I just want to make sure that's indicated. And the streets will be bonded.
What's that path and these construction roads?
There is potential for some confusion could be there because there are still a few vacant lots inside Section 8.
So what part of the process will we approve the construction entrance and bonding the streets?
You can put it as a condition on the final plat, or we can do it at the time of the contract, and we put it in the contract with a bond amount for the existing road maintenance bond.
And did they take care of item six that you talked about? On your establishment, you mentioned that you did.
They did address that with the planning commission, but just for clarity, I wanted to address that with you also.
But if it was not, if it's different than a TDU, then there will have to be a request made, correct, interact, Mr. Chairman? So, I don't see, I see why, but I don't understand why it was approved without them making the request at that time. It shouldn't never be done. And I could be wrong, am I correct? If it's different than what the plan, the PDU was, should have been addressed when they approved it.
It should have, but,
And I got him.
but they do have a reason for it.
I understand the reason, my point is, though, it should have been addressed there and not him. Unless we change in the procedure. I'm correct or wrong, I'm just being worried.
If you're asking if it was addressed with the planning commission, yes, sir, it was.
Now, I think he means from the original flood.
If it's something different than the original flood, a request have to be made and approved when that's done, not going and do it and then get approved. Then we change the procedure. Then the procedure has changed.
Well, the flood could be amended,
Did they request an amendment? That's my point.
not that I'm aware.
That's my point. But they had to do that thing. Might be not a minute ago, because if we start this, we gotta make sure we continue this somewhere else. I'm through.
More questions from the board? This PUD was approved in 2004, correct, originally?
February.
It's old, yes.
Yeah, 2005.
Are we on the right track here, Kenny, or do we need to?
No, that's a good point. But it's, it's laid out.
Excuse me?
It lays it out, that's what the PUD is for. I mean, you could approve it and leave the street as is, and then ask, let them come back and ask for an amendment for the street. That would be the proper procedure.
Say it one more time.
You approve this section B, I think it's section B, you want to have, that leaves us, but not allow the street, because I think they wanted to narrow the street. Is that correct, Keith?
On the PUD was approved as a through street going north. The proposed final plat shows it as a not going north.
But they changed it, or they said that.
I don't remember that.
I might have read it wrong. So you can come back and ask for them to amend it. But I don't know if that's your regulation.
You don't know what?
I mean, I would say.
let me say for the record, not that I'm against this in another kind of way, I'm just concerned about the procedure.
Right.
And that's the whole point. You know, you're gonna have a procedure, you use procedure, not, you know.
He could have to answer that.
I'm all for it. I have no problem with that's approving it. I want to make sure that we address it the right way. And I might be the only one to have that concern. I'm just saying. Anytime the change against the plan unit development, it has to be amended. I mean, it's pretty simple. So that's what approval come on. If they come back in for approval, and they're in line with the plan unit development, there's no way that we can deny it. Correct? I mean, it's because they follow the guidelines. Well, the plan unit development has changed, and what we approve is how to be amended. That's basic. I mean, you know, it's ain't no rocket science. That's just basic stuff. What is development ready?
Development engineers here.
What are engineers? What do you say about that, Mr. Engineer? Am I right or wrong?
Well, I think the developer misunderstood and thought he had some minor leeway in this phase. I think he is going to amend the flood going further.
Wait, don't, let's, you do the work. You didn't know, correct? What is the procedure? When it's not in line with the plan unit development, you do what? With no leeway, you do what? You request the what?
The lots are all the same. He just wants to change how the project will progress further.
I'm gonna agree with it. I'm just saying that we need to hit the procedure. Did you know what our attorney said? What you think about that?
I think that would be
Is that doable?
doable. I mean,
Yeah. Then that won't affect what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't know, I need, somebody have to tell me that, I keep saying.
I don't have the ordinance in front of us.
No, I said, is this, the change in the road, is that gonna affect any of the lot?
No, the lot layout is the same.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying, then you can approve it,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
but now they, down approve the change to the street,
Right.
that's.
And then you come back in with
that,
an
they come
amendment.
back and amend it, but
Then you come back in with an amendment to the plan you're developing.
I just couldn't tell on the fly if it's changing any of the lots. But
That won't affect nothing that y'all doing, correct? I mean, it don't stop.
well, it's actively under construction.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It won't slow you down. Really,
We've been having to go through the flood amendment process.
I mean, I guess.
They're like all these other folks, they want this thing for 3 weeks ago.
You gonna make that motion, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get to it. I want to make sure.
Any questions from the audience? Any more from the board? Ready for a vote?
I'm good.
we can't approve this with street design,
I'm making a motion to approve it based on plan unit development. The code as it is, the original line.
Ready?
I move that, final approval for Go Down the Street, section B, 19 lots, Go Down the subdivision, located on the north side of the edge of the road, west of Highway 51. Subdivision staff comment. And approve the grant of, the road alignment in the plan unit development.
Second.
Roll call.
Alderman Bryant.
Aye.
Alderman Miller.
Aye.
Alderman Pinckton.
Aye.
Alderman McClendon.
Aye.
Alderman Brooks.
Aye.
Alderman Hogg. Alderman Harris.
Aye.
Motion granted. All right, item 13, approve the insurance carrier fiscal year 2021.
Mayor and Alderman, Chad Emerson here to review the group insurance. You should have a packet in front of you that we'll be talking about the group health renewal and then the voluntary benefits. I guess we could probably do this together, but you've got this sheet, y'all see this one? The other conversations that we had, we thought we were having a negative 13%, meaning it's gonna go down by 13%, well, it's actually 14%. Is how the numbers came back. We're trying to be conservative when we were talking through that the other day, but everything will remain the same. It's just strictly a reduction of 14% on that. Any questions on that? That's with United Healthcare. Behind that, you'll see one with the blue bar on the full spreadsheet. That just goes over the savings. And so that top line shows the savings, where it's saving the city and the employee. So it kind of separates those out. I know they're on the budget, but just so you can see that. And then also below that, it shows the employee savings on the dental and vision, which are 9% and 10% respectively. Everything else was level. And this is moving the voluntary benefits from Principal to United Healthcare, which is how we were able to negotiate that negative 14% renewal as well. In addition to those two things, United Healthcare is also going to give a care cash card to each employee only for $200 so they can use towards their deductibles and things of that nature, and $500, sorry, not deductible, copays, I'm sorry, copays at the doctor's office, $500 for employees that have debits. So I guess if we can put that in all one proposal.
I've been here. Since now you're grown now, so I can say this. I'm the longest serving person sitting here now. We have never seen anything like this. That relate to insurance.
I like seeing those negatives on
I
here.
mean, right now,
They used to.
And you have been a boss, I'm gonna enjoy it while I can.
and employees should, really realize that this, especially with the situation we're in now, with not able to, give raises and stuff like that, to see this kind of benefit coming, and getting a $500 and $200 perspective, that's huge. So thank y'all for negotiating on the big deal.
Thank God for that. She did a good job. Yeah. Yeah, we asked her 15 and we got 14, so we almost got what we asked.
Any more questions from the board? Audience? Do we have a motion?
I'm glad you recommend approval.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted.
Thank you again.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Good job. Item 14, authorized garbage bid, Mr. Mikey Guy.
Mayor Alderman, I should have a staff pack in front of you, 3 proposals.
He can speak up, I cannot hear him though.
Speak up, speak, can't hear you at all.
Should have 3 proposals in front of you.
Put the phone over there.
Oh, yeah. got three proposals in front of you, Team Waste, Waste Connections, and Waste Growth. Of course, in your packet, you see the price, percent increase that's been proposed. My recommendation is to table this, so we can negotiate with the three proposers. Any questions? We have a motion.
Motion for table.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted. Item 15, public hearing on the proposed budget and tax levies fiscal year 2021. Any, general fund, and would you sit down?
$513.83.
Yes, we know contingency. Warrant, any more else is out for something.
Tourism, 1260.
Yeah, tourism, 12,000. And utility funds balance,
So we got a shortfall right now of 900. So you know how much it is?
about 830.
Just round off 9.
Almost.
Shortfall.
That's with no contingency.
That's a shortfall right now, almost $1 million with no contingency. I don't, I guess, last week, we talked last week, talking about the problem is that everybody needs to go back and we got some flat budgets. And we can't grow money. We're not like, Washington DC. We have to have a balanced budget. We can't have deficit. We can't operate with deficit. Correct?
Correct.
We have to present a balanced budget. And when all them came with all them requests, I'd like to see them come in with some funding mechanism to get all that money. It's not be like, either they're gonna cut their budget or we're gonna cut it. But the show can approve.
We'll go back and work with the department heads, present it to the next board meeting, and if we don't have it right, we'll continue with special meetings until the 15th till we get it right.
Just for clarity, what dates it gotta be in by?
That's been adopted by the 15th of September.
And the second meeting of September is the 15th.
Yeah, that's in 30 days. And that's almost $1 million. Ain't no raises in there neither, man. Correct, man?
Correct.
No raises, no contingency. Now it's almost $1 million.
And no layoffs.
Huh?
No layoffs so far.
Everybody got sacred cows, I know everybody thinks that theirs should be the one. I think with almost $1 million, everybody got to feel some kind. We have to operate on what we have to have versus on what we like to have. In my opinion, I'm just speaking from Miller now. Ain't too many of y'all understand that, y'all probably scared.
You're right on target, Andrew.
You know.
I think you said it very well.
Come back in 2 weeks. Yeah, does that sound good, everybody?
But, you know.
Mayor, bring back a balanced budget this time.
Really said it right there, I know, I'm really.
Send them back, send them back. If they bring, if it's not balanced, send them right back to their office. We don't even look at it. It's not balanced. We don't need to waste our time on it.
My point is though, we knew 11 months ago that this time would come. And here we are 30 days, within a 30-day window, $1 million out. It almost seemed as though, well, I'm gonna wait till the last minute, then I'm gonna give it to them, they're gonna have to do something. Public pressure. I mean, even if COVID hadn't came, we couldn't have this deal. In my opinion. I'd like to know, ma'am, I'd like to know, especially with all these new vehicles, I'd like to know how many drivers do we have in these places that need all these new vehicles? In all departments. Does everybody got to have a vehicle? Is everything that's share riding or whatever? I know we don't run, you know, I know we don't run the same car with 2 people in it, you know, I mean, they don't do no shared vehicle no more.
Great.
Everybody got their own thing. So if everybody got their own thing, that means vehicle out the last long.
Correct.
I mean, just talk, just a conversation. But I'd like to know how many vehicles that we have in the fleet.
I got that, and I'll get that for you. Any more discussion on the budget? Audie? Y'all like to move on? Nothing to vote on.
So the plan at this point is
Come back with a balanced budget.
handing it back to the department heads, Jeff, as you said, they'll put it together, they'll bring it back. If it's not in balance, then in the conversation, go back and start over.
Well, they're gonna work it out.
Get it right.
Give it to the mayor, and the mayor's not gonna bring it back unless it's balanced.
There you go.
Any more discussion? Audie?
One thing I don't want to see, we've got some money set aside for roads. I get more calls and complaints on roads than anything else going on in this city. So we're not again this year gonna take that money away, balance everybody else's budget. We've got to have that money for roads. Our roads are serious condition.
More comments?
Although I say, you know, Alderman, I can agree with you in one point, but I think everybody, every thing gonna have to fill a little thing. Even the road money gonna have to fill a little thing. I mean, it can't be sacred that we ask others to put, I mean, that's not opinion, man.
The reason I said that, Andrew.
No, I'm
Previously, we've eaten all that money away and got
No,
nothing.
that's what I'm saying, I said, but if we have to put some, I think that should be, you know, I'm not saying that we're gonna cut that 50% or 75% and then nobody else cut. I'm agreeing with you there.
I got no problem with that.
Any more discussion?
Is any money for AWG set aside in this?
It is.
How much?
$500,000. About 100, is that right, Kenny?
You know what, 70,
About 80,
what's our middle?
160. No, I'm just giving you a guess, 160.
163, 123, 123.
And that's all gonna depend on the timeline. I think you read my notes here. I'm not anticipating anything this next year, but maybe next year, and we hit all at one time. Any more discussion? Audience? All right, moving on. 16, adopt the resolution setting ad valorem tax levy fiscal year 2021. And that's with no increase. Same tax we have actually. Yeah, see it, I made it, read it now.
I make a motion to, adopt the resolution and waive the reading.
Second.
All in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted. I think Kenny, you want to say something right quick?
Yes. Just wanted to let you know that, Tommy Carden has, met with various folks that have already worked on the redistricting. And he will be in touch. I know he's got a couple of aldermen he wants to speak to, but if he, one of you aldermen want to meet with him individually, just contact me or the mayor and we'll try to make that happen. Everything's going, he's done a lot of work already. Just kind of want to let y'all know.
Well, I thought that meeting we had last time, he was gonna meet with each and every one of us. That was my decision.
Yes, but he wasn't gonna do it until he met with the mappers and stuff. He's gotten, what's what I'm saying, he's gotten all that information, so now he's gonna start meeting with y'all, but I think, the city kind of expressing somewhat about keeping the cost down, so he didn't want to meet all of them if there wasn't a need to meet.
Any more discussion? Motion to recess this meeting. Recess is September 1st, 2020.
Go back.
Second, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion granted.